So here's what Paul is saying. Don't be controlled by the spirits, alcohol, which leads to a loss of control, but instead be controlled by the Holy Spirit, which a fruit of that Spirit is self-control. So use your free time. Instead of using your free time to engage in activities that are going to numb you to reality and lead to a loss of control, instead use your free time to engage in activities that are going to fill you with the Holy Spirit and lead to greater self-control. Now, let's just use alcohol since he uses alcohol. Alcohol and the Holy Spirit are really pretty similar in some ways. In some ways they're not, but in some ways they are. You think about alcohol, people drink alcohol because it helps them not to worry. The Holy Spirit helps you not to worry, gives you a peace that passes all understanding. People drink alcohol because it gives them courage, sometimes too much courage. People and the Holy Spirit testifies with your spirit that you're a child of God. That's what it says in Romans 5. That is your refuge. It gives you courage. People drink alcohol because it helps them to have a good time. The Holy Spirit testifies with our spirit that we're children of God and that in His presence there's pleasures forevermore. Basically, what I'm saying is that there are similarities that the Holy Spirit and alcohol produce some of the same effects, but they produce those effects in entirely different ways. Take alcohol for an example. The reason that alcohol makes you courageous and bold is because it numbs you to the realities of life. The Holy Spirit, on the other hand, makes you courageous and bold, not because it numbs you to the realities of life, but because it sensitizes you to the even greater realities of life, of like who God is and what He's done. Alcohol is a depressant. It numbs you to reality. The Spirit of God is a stimulus. It awakens you to even greater realities. So give you concrete examples. Alcohol gets rid of worry by making you forget. The Spirit of God gets rid of worry by helping you remember. Do you see how the opposite they are? They produce the same thing, but they do it in entirely different ways. Alcohol gives you courage by making you unaware of the dangers around you. The Spirit of God gives you courage by making you aware of how much larger God is than the difficulties and fears that you're facing. Alcohol adds excitement by giving you a cheap thrill. The Spirit of God gives you excitement by ushering you into the presence of God, in whom there are pleasures forevermore. They do the same thing, but they do it in entirely different ways. And Paul is saying, leverage your time so that you're pursuing activities that are going to fill you with the Holy Spirit, not the spirits. Pursue the Spirit, not the spirits. It's really cheesy, but you'll remember it. So that's all I care about.